It's like one of those like clickbait videos where someone just like you think something big is going to happen at the end. So Scott's doing this nice and slowly.
Right in the middle here, an interview, 30-second ad for Propecia.
Hey, are you saying something about my hair? He's saying something about my hair, bastard. Yeah, there's some things that I have come to accept. One is hair loss. So you can make fun of my hair all you want. I don't give a crap. It's there.
Yeah.
Yes, we do sell stands. Oh, these stands in the background, no. We were just saying how we make them. So you can make fun of my hair all you want. I don't care how big my forehead is. But if you make fun of my teeth, that's kind of like, that kind of hurts.
Teeth.
I do have. I have really effed up. Hey, Animation Studios. I do have really effed up teeth. It's not that I hate the dentist. It's just, you know, I never got the same benefits of braces that my siblings did.
And being in Japan for so long, a lot of Japanese have really soft teeth. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a major issue. Yeah.
And then once they started having more calcium in their diet, they got too big teeth for their mouths. So I remember. I think it's different now, but when I was younger, there are all these like people who look so attractive, and then you see them.
Just ink your teeth white like they do in show business.
Hey, are we talking about historical inaccuracies?
You guys watched the season finale of Shogun yesterday? What'd you think?
Okay, yes. You have me too, Adam. Oh, I'm here in the house. I'm doing unboxing. You guys can bring this stuff back here. Oops. I can set it right back here. Just right back here. Okay. All right. I think we are ready to start unboxing these babies. Which one do we do first? Small one? Let's do these. These are actually all. Actually, there's a long one in here. No, I think start with the smaller ones. Like. Okay, that's that. Oh, there's Tuba here. I don't know which Tuba goes with which store, but we will figure it out. Tsuba. He did number them, so that's good. 14, 16, and 1068. 1068.
So we have some new home total here.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. What number is 10, 14, 16. Okay. I just need to figure out which tuba. So the tuba for this one, it says this is a Wakizashi, 43.5 centimeter long, and a 1.1 sori, and 1 Mikugi hole, no signature. This is an Edo period sword here. Hey, Michael LaVega. Hey, Justin. Do you have the Ghost of Tsushima set in the shop? Yes, we do. We'll show it to you after we're done unboxing. This is the tsuba. What is this? I don't even know what motif this is. Check out that tsuba though. It's a pretty cool look to it. What is it? What is it? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, it's a fern. It's a fern. Hey, Joe Story. Let's see. Someone said, how are the Cloudhammer S2 katana selling? How's the balance and feel of the F52 versus the Cloudhammer Tamahagane katana? What isn't 52? I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
S5.
Oh, is it S5?
It's probably referring to
S5? Yeah, 52 S5. Yeah, S5. I ordered a katana a couple days ago. Can't wait. Awesome Phaeton. Do you have anything like the Kill Bill? We don't have anything Kill Bill.
Look at the Kisaki on this thing.
Oh, that's why I got this one. I remember now. Check out the Kisaki on this. It's enormous. If I remember correctly, this is an Edo period. This also has a triangle bogi. I have a big thing for Naginata heads. I don't know what it is about that. So, once again, this is an Edo period sword, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's assemble this baby. Assemble. Do we have a monkey popper? So we're going to put the tsuba on in a minute here. We just need to get a Mikugi popper in order to get the Mikugi out. And we can look at the tang too if you're into seeing that. Anything for beginners? Yeah, we do. Check out the Moritaka Vortex. Bigfoot, what was the question? I missed it. Do you have anything like Kill Bill in terms of how well it's built? I mean, I don't know how well the Kill Bill one was built, but we do have some very nicely built swords. So there is an Okisaki. I don't know if you can see the Yokote line. There it is, right there. So an Okisaki, Unokubi. Hey, Cook. So yeah, for beginners, check out our Moritaka Vortex, V-O-R-T-E-X. I thought the new katana from Cloudhammers are S2, S5, they're S5. S5 shock steel. The balance is going to be pretty much the same, but they're going to be so much tougher because S5 is super tough. How sharp are they? Well, this is an antique. I really couldn't tell you how sharp it is. We don't put our fingers on them. That's a really pretty Hamon. I don't know if you guys can see the Hamon on this. Waiting on an antique Kai Gunto as well. Yeah, that one's probably pushing. One step off, and there you can see the tang. All right, and so then we're gonna put this baby on.
Tensho.
Tensho? Oh, I thought you meant the era. I'm like, what? The Tensho?
No, Tensho style kashina.
Yeah, Tensho is like, when they get 1532, like 500 years old.
Yeah, it's buffalo horn, and it kind of wrapped the eagle over it.
And so now we have a wakizashi mounted. And I guess, Scott, if you can take pictures of these and put them up online tomorrow, we'll have it online.
Really pretty saya, too. Check out the saya.
It's got an ishime. Neat. Saya's probably, ooh, actually, I take it back. It's not ishime. It's got that blue sparkle. We actually, Paul. Oh, hey, Paul Sherman. That is a very, I like the tsuba on this one. Which number is it? Oh, you're getting the tonto? Oh, no, the kapana. Wait, this is for the kapana.
Yeah. Do you want to do this tonto?
Let's do the tonto first. We actually are almost sold out of tanto. How do you determine the prices of your Nihonto pieces? Justin, we basically, tanto start, well, part of it depends upon how much we pay for it. But generally speaking, if it's not certified, non-certified tanto is going to be like under $800. Non-certified wakizashi about $1250, unless it's like a special geometry, like a Naginata Naoshi or a
There are a lot of these out there, so you just have to be careful. A lot of people will really gouge. So we try to stay within a certain price point because we have a lot of customers just want to add something authentic to their collection, but don't want to spend thousands of dollars.
Ah, this is what I wanted to talk about. I'm glad we got it. This is a Aikuchi style, or a Kaiken style.
Really? Yoroidoshi?
The Yoroidoshi, yeah. Oh, so this is not a Kaiken. This is a Yoroidoshi.
Yeah.
So Yoroidoshi is an armor piercer. Look how, you can't tell how wide that is, but that's like, if you look at the width of it, it's almost as like half the width of my finger. So this is an armor piercer, but interestingly enough, it is in like a Aikuchi style. This sort of thing is the way you oftentimes see Kaiken. Kaiken being the boob swords. So hide them in here and then be able to take them out. But this is definitely a Yoroidoshi. Sometimes the sparkle in the saya is crushed abalone shell. Poor abalone. Hey, J-Lo. Oh, J Losgood? J-Lo? Dude, someone just stole something. Amir, what did you steal? Considering how much Amir has ordered here, I don't think he stole anything. All right, last but not least, we have, well, not actually, this is not
Last but not least, this box.
Oh, this box. We have one more box to go. Hey, Bruce Barnes. Are you getting Ken as well? We have a Barbie, but no Ken yet.
Like Sui, or like actual like.
Yeah, I am getting a Ken. I have a Ken that's getting Sayagaki by Tanobe Sensei right now. So I will be having a Ken soon enough. Hey, Wayne Young, long time no see. This is a Koto era blade, so at least about 500 years old, 450 to 500 years old. Yeah, and this one has a Tsuba. Check out this is its Tsuba. Tsuba. Hey, Steve Hochberger. What about an Oppenheimer? I see what you did there. I can never remember what side to put the freaking hole on. It has one hole. The Kogai versus the. Yeah, if this is stuck, then I'll take it home and loosen it there because I have one of the little loosening tools. Anyway, this is a Koto era katana.
I don't want to force it.
Yeah, don't force it. I don't, yeah. And so I will go and
That's really pretty.
yeah, this is
How
really,
long that is? 24 inches, 2 shaku.
yeah, a little more than 2 shaku. It has a really pretty hamon. I don't know how well guys you can see it. Hamon. Hamon.
Why on it? Why on this side?
Are there ware? I think it's just gone. Oh yeah, there are some kitai ware on the side. So delamination, say voodoo.
Maybe some battle scars.
I don't think these are battle scars. We are getting one with battle scars pretty soon though. A wakizashi with battle scars. Hello, Matt Cruz from the Philippines. Hello, Gabriel. All right.
Looks okay.
We can't decide. We're just not coordinated today. So I'll put this back in the sword bag and I will take this back home and I'll mount it there and bring it back. If you draw that, you're the king of the Britons. That's not worthy. That's what Arthur said too.
Look, some watery talk. Hold on.
Oops. All right. What's the oldest one we have? The oldest one we have here is about 500 years old.
Probably this one.
This one is also a 500-year-old. So it's a Koto era. So.
All right, box number 2.
Box number 2. This one also a Koto era katana. I got this from Matt Jarrell.
Oh, this is going to have a Matt Jarrell patch on.
Yeah, Matt Jarrell. He loves stuffing paper into them.
I like it though.
Yeah.
Rather than overdo it than not enough. So.
Why would you want the sword bolted to the floor?
What? You talking about this?
How much do you make at a job like this per year? That depends on how many we sell. What you do is seal breaks on your sword and it keeps them from falling out of the sheath. I need a wakizashi, sanmai with bohi. Would you have one? Sanmai with bohi. I'd have to look. I don't think we have any.
You just have to shim it. Look, just go to YouTube and type in katana shim.
Did Yasuke ever exist? Yes, but we don't know enough about him. Well, a lot of people create stories. We don't know for sure. I mean, we know he existed because there is record of him, but I think people attribute a lot of stories to him that there isn't enough history to draw those kind of conclusions. Showed your TikTok to my girlfriend for my birthday a month ago, and she got me the Moritaka Blue Wave. Awesome. That's a really nice sword. She said you were helpful over the phone. Oh, Rick, I remember you. Yes. She called, and we sent a lot of emails. So I'm glad you got it. Was he a good swordsman? We don't have enough information to know. How do I fix the seal on my sword because it keeps falling out? You want to shim it. So what you can do is inside the koiuchi, so inside the opening, you can take like carpenter's glue and put on both sides, and then put like wood veneer along the inside. You want to do it along the edge side, making a V shape, and then use that to shim it in. Very easy to fix.
YouTube and type in shim.
Yes, shim a koiguchi. That sounds very appropriate. So this one Matt Jarrell believed was a koto sword, but the fittings are kind of suspicious to me because I think there are some modern Wonken fittings on this. So it could be like sometimes you get swords that were left in Japan or left in China and later got some Chinese mountings, or you had someone who had a sword in a yard sale or something like that, and then you need to replace some parts. So we'll see. I'll have a better look at it when we get it. But Matt Jarrell is a pretty trustworthy person, so
Really good guy.
good guy. Are you guys gonna go? Are you guys go real swords, or is this just stuff for displays? These are real functional swords. And in fact, the one we just unboxed, these are antique swords. These are all swords that were owned by samurai. Well, wakizashi you never know for sure, but katana were definitely owned by samurai. Given this okisaki on this one, I bet it was owned by a samurai. Price range, we started about $70 and go up into the thousands. Brandon Moore in the house. The short black one is a wakizashi. Got other swords to open that up. Do you have the Yamato from Devil May Cry? Yes. We will show you 2 versions that we currently have. We actually carry 4 different versions, but we have 2 in stock right now. But once we're done unboxing this, we'll show them. What type of Japanese sword did Hattori Hanzo and his clan use during their mission as shinobi? Probably just regular katana. Do you ever get antique kaiken or tanto? Here's one right here. We just got this one in today. So what I liked about this, the reason why I got this was because of the race skin saya. I thought that was pretty cool. It has emperor nodes on it, no less. This is definitely a modern, what do you call it? This is maybe kind of a butterfly style. This is really pretty. Oh, that is a Japanese switchy. I thought this was a Chinese one, but now I look at it, this is a Japanese switchy.
This is really pretty.
Yeah, I thought this was like there were some Chinese made parts on this, but these are all Japanese made now that I look at them up close. Yeah. One of the things you'll note is that when they are race skin wrapped, there's a seam over here. They don't put the seam on the side. Some people are like, why is it on the side where you can't see it? It's because when you do this, you want it to help. You want the solid edge to help reinforce it so that when you hit something, it's not going to split the saya. The other thing, this one actually has what's called emperor nodes on here as well. So it has both emperor nodes on the saya and on the tsuba. This is nice. This is a thin little guy too. This is like if you look at this tiny little kisaki there. Yeah, this is a kokisaki. So this kisaki is about the size of my finger. Actually smaller than the size of my finger is what Scott said. No, anyway. By the way, if you're on TikTok, tap the screen a few times for us. Stick with that's really tiny. No space to pop. You want to put it back so we can stab each other when we're popping. So check this out. It's like, yeah, this is like Handachi fittings. This is much nicer than I thought it would be. This is much nicer than I thought. It's just that sageo was ugly as F. So we're gonna probably take the sageo off altogether. How much? This one will probably go for $2,000. But once we look at the Nakugo, we'll get a better feel for it. Oh, came out easily. Oh, that is old. If you look at the Nakugo, you can tell it has been patina. It has a lot of patina on it. This is the other thing that made me kind of curious because it has a gunto seppa there. It has multiple seppa. So these were not the original fittings for it. Right. So it has 3 holes, meaning which it has worn several different fittings in its life. It is tsuriyage, meaning it's been cut off, so it was probably longer at one time. You can see actually the file marks begin here, so meaning which the sword probably was about that long at one time, but then they shortened it. Ooh, that's dangerous. And you can see that the bogi goes all the way through, so it probably could have been even longer, but I'm just looking at where the file marks are. So this is called yarasume, the kind of the file marks, and that gives you a good idea. Whoa, John or the wakizashi. What are you asking for the kaiken? The kaiken is probably going to go for about 700 or 800. The Yamatos depends on which ones we sell. One for I think 225. There are a lot of stuff on this guy. So these are not the original fittings. Whoever owned it in the past filled it in. It could have been one of those things. A lot of the swords that Maturell acquires, yeah, a lot of the swords that Maturell acquires are things that he picks up from estate sales. And so probably what this was that a lot of things in the estate sales are ones that were brought back by GI. And so if it was brought by a GI, then this is possibly one that was being carried on the battlefield. But it was one that, because if you look at all the seppa, then it was probably modified a lot. Are the swords you sell, are they all wall hangers or are they all functional? They're all functional. This is an antique sword. Blade is probably at least 500-year-old, maybe even older, because this style of sword with a really small kisaki, those are much older, usually 600 to 700 years old. So, but these are all functional swords. That's really cool. I like this a lot better. I just hate that sageo. We're gonna swap that sageo for a real Japanese sageo. That's nice. Yeah. Once again, all race skin, and once again you see that the seam of the race skin is right here, and the emperor nodes are right there. This is a really nice. I mean, seriously, this saya alone is probably worth $1,000. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought this. Like looking at the pictures, I thought this was a Chinese suchi, but now looking at it up close, it is not. This is a Japanese suchi. It's kind of a lot of mishmash Franken parts. So these parts weren't original to the sword; they just added them on later. But they're still nicely executed. I like it. I like it. So yeah, we got a wakizashi, we got a yoroi doshi in kaiken style or in aikuchi style.
That kisaki is no joke.
Yeah, let's bring this to the light a little bit because we're having a hard time seeing it. So I don't know if you can see the kisaki better there.
how big that pronounced the yokote.
The yokote line is right there. So that's a good 3.5 inch kisaki. Enormous kisaki. All tip. It's a very pretty sword. All right, some people said they wanted to see the Yamato. We're located in Richmond, Virginia. We'll show you 2 versions of the Yamato. We move things around so much we don't even know where they are.
This is our T10 model.
This is T10 version. Has a gorgeous hamon line to it. So that's a choji style hamon. Then we have a 65mm odachi. So this one is longer, 35-inch long blade. And then you can see here, this has like a laser etched hamon. And now you can see lengthwise, actually. You can see this one is much longer. How we're holding that down by our crotch. It's kind of inappropriate. I know, where are we going with that? So this one, I believe, that one is 325. I think this one's 225. I think. Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and look up Yamato. rvakatana.com. 3.5 inches big. Yeah.
So we do have a 65mm spring steel version that's shorter en route to us. So that's
Can regular steel blades have a hamon like an antique? Yeah, he just showed one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you recommend to polish and sharpen the blades? Who would you recommend? Depends. It depends on like if it's an antique, then go to a real polisher.
Antiques aren't sharpened; they're polished, and through that polishing process, they become sharp. For modern steels, ceramic, stone, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, if you want to polish, then Christopher Osborne, is a good choice.
He's amazing in North Carolina.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have him actually going to be polishing one of my swords. Shusui, we do have Shusui.
Some Shisui action.
This is made of 1060 steel. The new ones we have are 1060 steel, $150.
Yeah, Chris Osborne's a Togishi in North Carolina. What's his company? Yugen Swords.
Yugen, yeah.
Yugen. YugenSwords.com. Cut him down. He is not equal skill. Who's not equal skill? Who are you talking about? Who are you cutting down? Simmer down, cupcake.
The Shisui is 150.
150 on the Shisui.
And Hafine is top notch.
Oh, yeah.
Hafine.
Yeah, he is too. Mike De La Vega, yeah.
How much is this? Oh, we already answered that question.
We caught up.
We're caught up with questions. My Nihonto arrived today.
Have you seen the show?
Awesome, Ryan.
Shogun. Awesome, Ryan.
Ryan Bushell.
Awesome. I saw him going back and forth on that. We have watched Shogun. I'm kind of meh on the finale. I'll take some Shogun over no Shogun, but I was kind of disappointed in this whole series. It seemed like the whole series took place in a freaking fishing village. But
your website have a request to have it sharpened. Not on our website, but if you want to just contact us. Real question: are these swords training centers?
Are there sword
training centers?
Indeed, there are. There are dojo all over the United States. Yep. What are you looking for? Koryu or Gendai Budo, modern arts, sport arts, classical arts? They're all over.
Do you have some wakizashi and tanto that have wood lacquered handles as opposed to the ray skin, silk, and wrap? We do. Do you guys ever seen any work from Cottontail Custom? I've never actually.
Josh Marlin does great work.
Yeah, I've never seen them with my own eyes, but everyone says they're the best.
Josh is kind of stepping out of it and only focusing on
yeah, he has a lot of arthritis these days.
High-end stuff. Yeah, it's really worth it told. But he's a really, really nice guy and really knows his stuff. What I love about Josh is he really invests in the community that's looking to do it. So he really wants to get a vibrant community here in the U.S. and he really helps people. So really, really good guy. What
are your thoughts on mini katana? We won't go there.
How many samurais does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They all stab each other with their big swords. That's what you did there. What's your thoughts on mini katana? Yeah, nah.
I mean, okay, they actually sell some good stuff, but they don't know what they're selling. At least from what I've seen, they haven't bothered to learn anything about swords, despite how long they've been doing it.
A lot of disinformation.
Nice green screen.
There's no green screen.
I was expecting more from the ending. Yes, I was
right there with you, Michael. Yeah, I was expecting a bit more. It ended too abruptly for my taste.
There has that green screen for you.
I can't believe it's over already.
Have you tested any of the swordier katana? We just tested
Monday. We just cut.
Yeah, when we grabbed one, we were testing with 2 of them. We are actually getting some new sword here coming on in the next few days.
I think our test went positive.
Let's see. Paul Sherman. On the topic of samurai media, either of you seen Toshio Mifune's Shinsengumi? I've never seen the Shinsengumi movie.
Yes. This is their like competition cutter, dedicated mat cutter. Why he does a 2D profile? Is this?
No, that's the Korean sword. You grabbed the wrong one. It looks a little like that though. He's going to show it. In the meantime, while we're waiting, I'll show you a lacquered handle. So these are some antique handles in there that are wood lacquered.
Dude, look at this. Same Tsuba, buddy.
Oh, is it the same Tsuba?
Okay, it was an honest mistake. I mean, come on.
They look very similar.
Very similar.
But both of them cut really well too.
Yeah.
The Sortier
This
cuts
is
really
the,
well.
This is the Sortier.
Sortier.
Yeah.
I've been talking to their boss quite a bit. He gives me a lot of the inside scoop on what's going on in Longchen. So without seeing it myself.
Yeah, there's a lot of misperception. A lot of people that don't really know how things work in the forges, and they're fans of one forge and hate other forges, but don't realize those two forges are literally the same guy. So there's a lot of funny, interesting stuff going on. Yeah, so that's one of them.
The Korean sword is wide, but not thick. It's wide, but thin. Great ending for a book, terribly short for the screen. Yeah, I didn't like the way they ended. I wish they had I liked it all the way up until the discussion with Yabashige and Toranaga. I thought that was really well done. And then all of a sudden, like, really? I'm glad I found you. I'd rather buy from an American company than something overseas. Yeah, it's easier to have, if there's any issues, you can communicate with us and we can remedy any issues that you have. This is the other Sortier sword. He's using an alloy fitting for this one, but in the future we're getting
just sent to us just
to test it. Yeah. But we're going to get some with brass fittings and iron fittings as well.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun cutting with these though, so we're going to give them a chance.
Why handles are wood lacquered? Is it a preference? Yeah, I don't actually know why they would lacquer a wood handle instead of wrap it. I think it's more. I think it's more inspired later on in the Edo period, especially when you were dealing with like the Satsuma rebellion. They didn't have time to wrap swords, and so things were done more quickly.
Lots of anime inspired stuff.
We're based out of Richmond, Virginia. Waterproofing, says Trevor Payne. Thank you. Trevor Payne's a good person to follow because he knows his stuff. Good affordable sword for self-defense. Don't get a sword for self-defense. You're better off with a gun. Let's see. I'm from not good of very old America. Where do I find this mighty shop? We're in Richmond, Virginia. Let's see. Can you get a Fukushima Masanori Samurai Tachi? People ask us about that. I'm not even sure what that is. You know what the Fukushima Masanori is? That like you mean a specific smith? Fukushima Masanori? Because that was a famous smith.
Yeah.
We do cut on live streams, just usually on Monday nights.
Yeah, Monday nights we tend to do a lot of our cutting.
Dragon King made a new sword in honor of Oda Nobunaga named the Tenkahubu. Guess what?
We have it. Right?
We have it.
And it's not new. It's old. In fact, they're going to discontinue.
Are they? So this is the Tenkahubu right here. We have what's called a blemish grade, which is they have this little blemish here on the side, like a dark spot.
Like black spots, and it's $200 off. So, but I mean, that's it. It's just a blemish on the scabbard. But the blade.
On occasion, we have seen some issues on the blade, but they're all things that you could polish out.
That Japanese silk ito is really, really nice.
Yeah. So that is the Tenkahubu.
Tsuba is really cool on there. If you can see the Tsuba.
Do you guys know why the Tsuba is more ornate on the handle side as opposed to the blade side?
Tell them, Joe.
Why don't you tell them?
No, you tell them.
No, you tell
You brought it up.
Okay, I'll tell them. It's because, go ahead and imagine that it's on Scott's belt or obi. That side will always be facing you. A sword is rarely drawn, so no one would ever see your pretty one if it was on the blade side. But they'll always, when you're facing each other, you'll see it.
Nice.
So especially if you need to save money on the craftsmanship, then yeah. Hey, John and Scott, I was wondering, y'all make or know a good site to make custom tachi? Depends on what you want. We can have some mounted for you. Just send me a message and tell me what you want, and we can try. Any idea why modern authentic smiths charge a lot? I mean, I think that you compare it to like factory-made Chinese swords, and it seems like a lot, but you're buying expertise. So if someone spends, $5,000, $10,000, that's actually quite reasonable.
We rewrote the Japanese Constitution for Japan, World War II, and part of that Constitution rewrite was they're not allowed to arm themselves. Last time I checked, swords were considered arms, but the Japanese skirted that by considering swords now art. They regulated the industry, no more than 300 swordsmiths in the country at any one time. Right now it's about 180, 183, and smiths are only permitted to make 2 blades a month. So if you're a smith right now in Japan, we're basically controlling how much you can make. So right now, a bare blade, a freshly minted bare blade, average median price is about $13,000, and you add about $3 to $4 grand for furniture. So you're $17,000-$20,000 off a freshly made, newly made sword. Now, pretty amazing, but you're going to take that and beat the crap out of it? I mean, I would, but so this is why this market is really, really awesome, because you're not having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. You can thrash them and trash them and have fun with them. But I mean, you can find Nihonto used ones for as little as $3 to $5 grand as well. What we used to do in the 80s is go to Japan and buy them and just remount them. But this didn't exist in the 80s, early 90s, so it's a completely different game now.
Back in my day,
uphill in the snow.
I've seen a couple swords that look like but do not have guard. They're called aikuchi. We have some wakizashi aikuchi. Where are they? We've been moving things around, so we can't find anything anymore. So there's an aikuchi wakizashi. Plus, we have some antique ones as well, like a aikuchi style.
What's the price point on 1060? Oh, you saw that. Yeah.
1060 right now, $100 for some 1060 steel. We sometimes have a $70 one. We are getting some more $70 ones, but right now. All right. Video game inspired swords? Oh yeah.
We've got Ghost of Tsushima,
Sekiro.
What else do we have?
We're just drawing Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, we have several video game ones. I need a sword handle that won't fall apart after a few strikes. Well, a good one shouldn't. Price range, we start at about $70 and go up into the thousands. The only thing we have is Japanese swords? No, we have many different swords.
We say all swords matter. We love them all.
Check out that wall. That's not Japanese swords. Wow, makes a lot of sense. Only 2 swords a month. Yeah. Used to be material was expensive and labor was cheaper. That was the end of Shogun. Yeah, right.
I know, right? It just went so fast.
Dragon King handles are great. They have a lot of variety in length and width. And
yeah, we really like Dragon King, only because it's consistent. You know what you're getting. You're going to get a really tight handle. Can we pick it apart? Yeah, but I mean, for the money, it's really good value. And they use spring steels, T10 tool steel. They stay in their lane. They're really good at what they do. But we can sell it with confidence, knowing if you buy a Dragon King, the handle's not going to unravel. In fact, here's one. Here's a handle that has cut. This Dragon King has cut over 500 times this exact sword for our cutting workshops. And you can see you cannot move the diamond.
This is our lunar sword.
Yeah, this is a lunar sword from our cutting workshops for total noobs cut with it. And it's like brand new. And the blade doesn't have a scratch on it.
And for beginners, someone was asking about beginner swords. This is a really good one at $345. Moritaka Vortex at $200 for a good, durable, clean cutter.
Sword, yeah.
Of course, there are more expensive ones, but yeah. Let's see. They are full tang. We do have claymores right there. Ooh. 3 times I asked the question is ignored. What is the question? Salvation Squad. Sometimes we
what's
just
the question? Sometimes we miss it.
I know. I know. Jeez. It could be you're asking something that has like a keyword that's automatically banned, which means that maybe it's a question you shouldn't be asking.
Yeah.
But go ahead and ask again. If we don't see it, we won't answer. Blue Exorcist is not back in. We have it coming. I want one that could be used in battle. We do have them.
Everything we have is sharp with a full tang. It can be sharpened except for wooden swords.
We do have a couple of display swords up at the very top that also cannot be sharpened.
Like you've seen like a Japanese steakhouse.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Do the blades ding, pit, or get damaged when they hit something?
Depends on how bad of a cutter you are or what you're trying to cut.
Hattori Hanzo didn't make swords, so hard pass.
Naginata that you recently received.
Basket hilted broadswords. We don't have any at the moment. Damn, you guys are handsome. I don't think so.
I think there was sarcasm. There's a Naginata.
My wife thinks so. It's all that matters.
I don't think she thinks so. She just tells you.
She just tolerates me. That's what it is at this point.
All right. Would you have a sword made by Japanese smiths like Yoshindo Yoshihara? That's a very expensive sword.
Yeah, Yoshindo is pretty amazing.
Very expensive sword.
From him is like gold.
Can swords cut aluminum cans? Yes, generally they can. You are going to scratch one.
We do have a website, rvakatana.com. rvakatana.com.
It's hard to split my sharp things budget between my swords and my Spyderco.
Yeah, big Spyderco fan too.
Can you show the Daimyo Tachi with the awesome curved scuff? Yeah, that one right there at the top. How much for one of those pole swords? Sorry, I don't remember. It's called a Naginata that we sell them for, I think, $400. Best affordable sword, go for the Moritaka Vortex for $200. Really pretty polish on this, really huge curve.
The camera on this one. Not pretty. Look at the curvature of that handle.
Do you have any guillotine swords? No. Where are they made? Mostly Longtren. Can I ask how soon you anticipate the shipment to come in with that Blue Exorcist? Blue Exorcist might be coming in today, actually.
Might be in today, yeah. We've been waiting on that one for a while.
Knocking out the price is great. The poles break down too, right? Yes, they are. They're metal poles.
Are they illegal in Japan? So when you go into Japan, you can't be bringing steel swords in Japan. So
Shop is Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia, in the U.S. Scott's wife thinks he's cool.
She would be wrong.
She would be wrong, Paul. That's funny.
Let's see. The shop is in Richmond, Virginia. We are quieting down. Any other questions? It's 4:45. I'm making dinner tonight, so I gotta run fairly soon.
This Tachi was what, $650?
$650, something like that.
For this particular Tachi, but the Tachi as low as $200. I don't think we have
the nicer lacquer ones. The nicer blades are up in the 600 range. These are $200 ones.
$200. The 65 MN spring steel, actually really nice. $100. Of course, we have Zakurichi. This just came in, this red one. Can you see that red color?
Are antique tachi more rare than katana and tanto? Yes. A lot of tachi were later cut down to create katana. So to have one that's papered as a tachi is not super common. Any of those 3-sword display sets. None of us, we don't have really display sets, but we do have functional swords that can be used as display.
The Dragon King Modern, which is out. The Wakazashi just came out, so this is new hotness from Dragon King. We cut with this on Monday night.
200 baht ones are battle quality. Yeah, they're full tang and sharp. Oh, I need to pick up the Surging Dragon. Did you pull the Surging Dragon?
I pulled the one from up top and put it in the room.
Okay. Why don't you answer the question while I grab that?
Yeah, somebody asked about 3-sword sets. So why is this upside down? See, customers come here, can't put shit back. Where they got it? This is a 3-sword set. So these are Naginata Naoshi. So this has a sort of a Naginata style tip profile, and we have this as a 3-sword set as well. We have this one too. This one has a Kudobushi style, like snake Tsubo. Kudobushi is like fist, like a fist shape. And it's T10. Really, really pretty. Thanks, Kratos, for sharing our Discord. You guys join our Discord, discord.gg/RVKatana. Really, really cool people. Just, show us your swords. We don't care where you got them. All kinds of cool people looking for craftspeople to rebuild stuff for you, or rewrap stuff. Any sabers? We do have some sabers. I know we just got a Shashka in. I'm happy to show you a Shashka. We won't fight?
All
right.
I didn't want to mess up your shop.
I'll fight you. Go get your friends.
They wouldn't be there.
This is a Russian Shashka. This is the civilian Shashka from Paul Chen from Hanwei. We just got this one in. We sold out of these. Finally got more in. This is the only one we have at the moment. It's beyond other types of sabers, European sabers. Right now, I don't think we have much of them. That's going to be about the closest, I think.
What?
Saber.
Yeah.
Saber.
Except for some antiques that we have.
Yeah. You do have a Yataga. Check that out.
Most expensive sword we have is an antique. Oh, message from Yoko Gary. How tight is the Ito wrap on modern production swords you sell? Depends on which ones.
Super, yeah, Dragon King, Cloud Hammer, really tight.
Yeah, the most expensive modern one we have is the Kawanakajima. Say it 3 times really fast. Looks like Kinshin appears.
You're not able to move these diamonds.
We cut with the sword quite a bit too. We had a lot of fun cutting with the sword. It was a freaking beast.
The balance is like
Even though it's so wide,
amazing.
it is a beast.
Me too. That 13-inch handle is really awesome.
Is that 10 inch? I think that's a 14 inch, isn't it?
That's like 13.
Oh, 13.
Real silver.
Any
Real
spears?
nice.
No. Oh, yes. Kratos posted our Discord.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
No spears. I was actually thinking of getting some spears.
So exposed conscious, that's the really question. How tight is the Ito wrap on modern production swords? So it really depends on where you're buying them from. So, if you're getting into the $100 to $150 range, I mean, there's going to be a concession, right? Don't expect for a super tight handle, though you can lacquer them and make them pretty tight or just rewrap them. But when you start getting into $250 to $300 range. That's a big deal. So our Moritaco Vortex, probably one of our best-selling swords for practitioners. It's made from 9260 spring steel, but it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight, and they haven't unraveled yet. They got them 6 months ago, so they did pretty good.
Octopus fitting might be coming today. Dotangiri with the Kawanakajima. What's that longsword in the back on the white door? That is probably Claymore or Excalibur.
Or no, we have the Templar, Knights Templar.
Dragon King is based out of Dalian. We do sell cleaning kits. Go to our website, rvakatana.com.
Yeah, $20. Got a whole rack of Dragon King here and a little runoff. What's your favorite Dragon King?
Kawanakajima.
I know what yours is. Carl Nakajima.
Oh, really? But you just bought a Tenka Fudu, right?
Oh, okay. Well, the reason I got the Tenga first is because it's going, bye-bye. And I didn't want to miss my chance.
I like the Shi because it's a skull. You see that skull? No flowers on this, right? No flowers, no butterflies. This is a hippie-free zone sword. No hippies around. Yeah, I love this. T10.
Good basic cutting sword for a beginner.
Even the Manuki is skulls.
Mookie.
Mookie?
Mookie.
Which one did you say?
The Hana.
Oh, the Hana. We have the Hana?
We should write that, right?
Oh, here.
Yeah, Hana's a little pretty sword.
Yeah, this is a little pretty sword.
Just a very very subdued Tsuba.
Yeah, 28-inch Nagasa, 11-inch handle, that nice rounded Kashida there. Really, really nice. Small knots, smooth transitions. These are things practitioners look for. Buffalo horn reinforcement everywhere. So even here, around it's buffalo horn on the cap. So you really do a good job.
You guys sell them? Yes. Do we let people use them? No. Some of them, yes. Law Sword is not back in stock. We just sold out, but we are getting some again soon.
Yeah.
Odachi are over here.
You got one of these, didn't you? Yes. You like it? Oh, love it. You happy with it? Absolutely.
I'm very interested in the octopus theme. Can't wait to see it and likely buy. Yeah, we'll hopefully we'll get it soon, Ryan. We'll give you first dibs, of course. We only have 3 of these spring steel Odachi left.
Yeah, we sold the last of the 1095s. Oh, but you got the beast in. Check this thing out.
Oh yeah, we just got this in. We're not even sure what it is.
I'll tell you what it is. It's freaking awesome.
It's like a kaiju.
So look how thin it is at the bottom, and then look how thick it gets at the top.
That sounds like something I know about.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any short straight blade katana? Nothing. We have straight bladed ones, but nothing short. All our straight bladed ones are
Cheesy
standard.
American Ninja movie swords. Chokoto.
Shokuto, yeah. Once again, visit our website, rvakatana.com, and you'll get a good idea of what we have.
Action.
Any brown wrap? We have tons of brown wrap ones. What's your budget? We have brown ones starting at about $100 with the Oni Musashi. $100 brown wrap. 1060 steel. Going all the way up into the several hundreds with Dragon King.
This one's pretty cool too. Like the
Black and tan.
yeah.
It's not a beer. My favorite thing is black and tan. That's not a beer. Most expensive katana we have is an antique in there for $5,500. But we also, the most expensive modern one we have is $1,200. Go to our website, rvakatana.com. All right, we do not have any bows. Okay, we got to run. I got to get back home. It's my night to make dinner. Yes, we're in Richmond, Virginia. The oldest one we have here is 500 years old. Okay, shutting down. See you guys later.
Have a good one. Take care.
Oh, Scott says bye.
Bye.
All right. And shutting down there.